Now we turn to the Ukraine crisis. Russia continues its military operation across several Ukrainian cities, with major efforts taking place on the besieged port city of Mariupol. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy says there are over 100,000 people are in dire situations there. While busy addressing nations across the globe for their support, Zelenskyy said peace talks with Russia were tough and sometimes confrontational. Michael Voss has more details from Lviv in western Ukraine.
Every time cruise missiles or planes are heading towards western Ukraine, a much more general alarm goes off. Now, as to the fighting, there's some serious fighting going on around the capital, Kiev, to the north. In the northwest, there's a town called Makariv. It was under the control of the Russians. The Ukrainians managed to take it back, and they now say that they have successfully stopped a counterattack. Western security analysts say that this is a key strategic town because if the Russians can't take it, it'll make it very difficult for them to surround the capital, Kiev. Now, on the others, that's the northwest. On the northeast, there's a town called Borispil near the big international airport that has been bombed. The mayor has told the residents there to get out now. He says it's time to evacuate because he feels they're about to come under attack. I think the other big news continues to be down in the south, that besieged port city of Mariupol. Fighting still continues there. The Ukrainian forces are greatly outnumbered by the Russians, who have reached the town centre with armour, with tanks. It does mean that the rescue operations to try and find people under the theatre that was bombed and under the art school that was bombed, it's almost impossible to try and get there to rescue them amid the fighting and the constant shelling. Now, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelenskyy has once again been addressing international audiences to drum up support. He is the past master of tailoring his speeches to specific audiences. He's an actor turned politician. The US had one of these a few years ago, Ronald Reagan. When he spoke to the US, he talked about Pearl Harbor, and he talked about 9/11. When he spoke to Britain, he quoted Winston Churchill's wartime speeches. Now it's Italy. He reminded them that when COVID struck and Italy was one of the worst hit, Ukraine actually sent doctors there, and now he's urging the Italians to do more to help. He thanked them for what they're doing now. Now he says they should try and stop, for example, all Russian ships docking. Zelenskyy is due to address the French Parliament, and then after that, a few days later, the Japanese. So his attempt to try and thank people, drum up more support, and just keep the unity of the West going, and that will continue for a while. Michael Voss, CGTN in Lviv, Ukraine.